really struggle with the term creative and what it means to be a creative. The first struggle with it is the word itself. I mean, it comes from the word create, which is just to make things. But so often we apply this term to people who are working in art fields, but I mean, aren't engineers and doctors and lawyers even. Like, these people are creative. They're making things, even though maybe we don't always see them or recognize them in that same way. And then there's the emotional side of it, where if you are someone who's creating things and you're trying to do something new or express something that's your own, we're emotional beings, and so we can easily get brought down by a lack of success or without feeling purpose or drive in our work. And so to me, that's sort of what was going through my mind when we're standing out in the lava fields. It's a 2.5 mile trek from Maria Park to the viewing area, and we decided to rent some bikes. And at that bike rental shop, they had a sign that said "Experience the Edge of Creation." And that phrase, edge of creation, got stuck in my mind. Like, what does that mean to be standing on the edge of creation? We picked up our bikes and we're riding out there, and you don't quite get the scale of it until you start to see little dots out in the horizon, and then you realize those are people. Looking at the rock and earth there, it's droopy and liquid in form, even though it's solidified. And it's not what you would expect when you're looking at land. We're so used to seeing land as either soil or mountain, but this is brand new rock. This is what everything started from. And that got me thinking about the creative process and how when we make something, our first draft is never, ever gonna be what that end result is. But out of this first idea, smaller ideas are born. And they latch onto something, they begin to grow. And as your ideas grow, they begin to re-inspire you, because now your total vision has changed. Maybe it's gotten bigger, maybe it's more exciting, maybe there's different colors involved and shapes, and a whole new meaning begins to emerge. And I think as your idea gets more complex, that begins to intrigue people as you run it by them or share it with them. And so they become attracted to your idea. And perhaps it takes weird direction and a whole another world emerges that you never even really intended to make. And so now, where there used to be nothing, there's an island. It's full of life. It's the birthplace of a culture and home to a community. All because this lava had to create. We have to keep creating. As the sun went down, we sat on the edge of creation and watched New Earth be formed. And I don't think I've ever been so inspired to create as I was in that moment right there. So that's what the lava fields taught me. I hope maybe you learned something from this, or it changed your perspective or gave you an idea as well. Next week, we're gonna jump into my last trip of 2017. And we went to Rome to celebrate the birthday of a 100-year-old man. So we're gonna go from brand new Earth to some of the oldest work in Western civilization. Yeah, so join me next week. We're gonna wrap this up, and I thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later.